So tell me and I'll forget. Show me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn. So I know we have some students on this call. Are there any students that would like to try and give it a go? What do you think this quote is saying? All right, so while we're getting those comments in, we're gonna be checking the chat. But for all of you to make sure that you're aware, this particular quote by Benjamin Franklin is pretty much just highlighting the fact that in order to best learn something, in order to best remember something, in order to best experience something, you have to go through it. And that is the only way it is going to retain in your mind and retain in your memory. Okay, so just like anything you ever do, whether it's cooking, playing video games, studying, practicing skills, you have to first make the effort. You have to physically go through it in order for you to best remember that. So wanted to make sure you're aware.
Analia, I also agree with you that working together, we can learn things. So this is a process where everyone's input is required. We are all here. We are a team. We work together, and our goal is, to achieve greatness, to understand the topic, whichever content it is that you're learning. So I agree with you.
Awesome. So so this is your opportunity to meet your teachers. I'm Ms. Asamoah. You can call me Ms. A. I am the English language arts teacher and the homeroom teacher for 701.
And I am Ms. Jimenez. I teach math and I am the homeroom teacher for 702.
So when we say what it means to be 7th grade strong, I know it's a really strange phrase. We haven't really heard it yet, but let's see what it's all about, okay? So when we say strong, we mean that you have a scholar mindset. So you have that mentality of a growth mindset. We're all not awesome in certain skills when we're first starting off and starting to practice, but guess what? As long as you have that mindset that, you know what, I'm gonna get better, I'm going to progress in what I'm doing, you will never, ever not get better. Okay, it's all about the mind. So we expect our scholars to have that type of mindset that as long as you apply yourself, you will get better in time.
And intelligence is not something you're born with. It's something that is acquired through the years. You don't learn something. You don't wake up one day and, some people might, but persistence, like every day doing something to get better at it, whatever it is.
Absolutely. Now, when it comes to the T, the try your best, okay? Hashtag take risk, okay? Sometimes we may not always know if we have the right answer, but by taking the risk, you are trying and you are demonstrating that you're ready to get to that level of understanding, okay? So we ask for our scholars to be vulnerable with us. We don't always know everything. And guess what? There are more times over our teaching experience that students have taught us new things. So we want you all to take the risk because we're taking the risk with you, okay? So don't give up on that.
Also, making a mistake, that doesn't necessarily mean that there's a problem. Actually, we learn more when we try something new and we make mistakes. We usually learn more from it. So making mistakes is not something. Making mistakes is a room for growth. Okay, so trying our best, it involves that, like being risky, not giving up, and even if you think you're not correct, it's okay.
Absolutely. Now, when it comes to the R, respect one another. So hashtag you matter. Every student, every scholar in the room, whether it be in the physical classroom or virtual classroom, your presence is sacred. What you share is sacred. You being there is important. So we want every student to remember that you are valued and you have a place at the table. Okay, the table is your table. We all belong there. So I want everyone to always remember that in our classroom setting, that is what we really push. Okay, respect.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on to the O, offer support. Hashtag we are crew. You, the best, there's no I in team. We're all on the journey of education and learning together. So if you know you have a friend or a classmate that you see is having some trouble in an area, don't be afraid to perhaps break it down to them in a way that you best understand. I've had kids teach me new things on TikTok that I never thought I would ever understand. And I'm just so grateful for that opportunity because they offered that support to me. So be supportive to your classmates and know that we are all here for one another. Okay?
And since this remote experience is something new for everyone, so just be aware that all the hands that we have, all the help that we can get to make this work and make it better. So everyone's input is very appreciated. So if you know something, share it.
Absolutely. And if not, just share it. Hey, if you have a friend that didn't check in to online school today, if you have their phone number and email, send them a quick message. Hey, be sure to log on in. We didn't see it. That's offering support as well. Okay. So the N stands for never settle, strive for excellence. That is an area that we always encourage students to aspire to. Okay, when you're completing an assignment, it can be a constructive response. Sometimes you feel, hey, you know what? I finished it in the first try and I am done. There's no need to look over it. No, always look over your work and think, where else can I really demonstrate my best work? And I want you all to continue to have that mindset. You may have met the bar, but guess what? There's still space above, okay? Don't just hit the glass ceiling. I need you to go beyond that. All right, so that's what we always strive to inform our students to aim for. Never settle.
And it applies to all the content. Like there's always room for more. So don't just settle, because strive for more. You always are capable of doing a little more, a little extra in any content.
Absolutely. And last but not least, the G stands for grow at your optimal speed. So if you look at, flowers outside, trees during the seasons, they all don't grow at the same time. Okay, so we don't expect our students to all be on the same page at once. We want you to demonstrate your best work, applying the other skills that we've mentioned, the other, forms of effort, and then grow as you are ready. All right. We all have come to the table, but when you are at a place where you know what, it's going to take me a little bit more time to practice this skill to get there, then you get there. Continue moving, but continue growing. Okay, that's what we really want you to do. Never stop, keep growing at your own speed. All right, so we're gonna go on to the next slide. So 7th grade expectations. What are we expecting of you in the 7th grade? So Mr. Jimenez, did you want to speak on this?
Okay, so we had a little meeting with all your content teachers for next year. And we all came up with these set of expectations that are gonna be throughout content. So we want you guys, since the remote learning, one of our main platform is Google Classroom. You have to be proactive in your responsibilities in Google Classroom. You have to be mature in communicating any challenges. Like communication is the key to success, especially in this setting that we are right now. You have to be patient. You have to show honorable achievement. Like when you're completing an assignment, we're not expecting you to copy and paste. If we, for example, for either ELA or math or any content, if we asked for you to do any research, yes, you could use other resources, but you have to make sure that you internalize the information and make it your own, no copying and pasting. And in order for you to learn, you must ask questions. So we are open to those things. Like you need to ask if you ever have a doubt or if you don't understand. The most important thing is for you to let us know. And that is for all the teachers that you're going to be encountered with.
All right, so now we're gonna move on. So this is going to be, after this slide, we're going to have an opportunity for you all to ask questions, chat with us. Let us know exactly what are some of your thoughts. So we created a quick moving up survey. We would love for you to complete the survey. We'll share this so that you can click on it and let your 7th grade know, your teachers know your expectations and some of your thoughts for the new grade. So the 4 questions that we just want to know more about is what are you hoping for in the 7th grade? What are your fears or concerns about the 7th grade? What will you miss about the 6th grade? And what are you looking forward to in the 7th grade? So if you can complete this whenever you get a chance, we would love the opportunity to get to know more about you. And we can use this time to also discuss these 4 questions. All right, so I'm gonna stop presenting so that we have that opportunity. But on the last slide, we just want you to remember to love to learn, okay? We love to teach. So we hope that you can meet us halfway and love to learn as well.
Amazing. I want to give you some snaps, Ms. Asamoah and Ms. Jimenez. Thank you so much for putting this presentation together. It was clear, straight to the point, and I think that now everyone that's here has a better understanding of what the expectation is moving forward for the 7th grade. Focus our students in not giving up, being proactive. They know that's my favorite habit in the whole wide world. Proactivity is my jam, and they know it.
You know, one of my biggest goals through this whole remote learning experience with the students is getting them to go back and revisit their work, revise their work. Like you said in the presentation, mistakes, you can't learn without mistakes. So we're all going to make them. The important part is that we go back and take a good look at them and figure out what is going to make us not make them again. My quote for the last 2 weeks has been, good enough is not good enough. And this especially applies to all those going to 702. We just want a strong finish for the 6th grade. And if you have a strong finish, you're going to have a strong start.
So I'd like to say that I will be with you next year in the 7th grade. I'm the guidance counselor for grades 6 and 7. I work very, very closely with the 7th grade team. So I will be there to advocate for you. I will also, if you have any difficulty in any of the classes, please, you know me. So don't be shy. Let me know. I also want to encourage you to do your absolute best, because I believe it was stated earlier that the grades that you receive at the end of the 7th grade will be the grades that go on your high school on your high school application. Okay, but we don't want to scare anybody off. But it is going. You should know going in that the high level of expectation that you were presented with in the 6th grade continues in the 7th, as well as the 8th grade.
We have been explaining to every single student who's in the school and those who are not here the importance of finishing strong. So funny that your presentation has this acronym where is broken into specifics. How does that work? The idea here is that now you have the foundation that you need to finish strong in the 6th grade and move on to the 7th grade and succeed, just like Ms. Ceballos explained.
It's a good question, Jessica. Are the chairs going to have wheels in 7th grade?
No.
No wheels, no wheels. No wheels in grade 7.
Thrones don't have wheels. The 7th grade, you're sitting on the throne, there ain't no wheels.
Right. No. Thank you so much, Mrs. Asamoah, Ms. Jimenez.